to the residents of Singer Island, when Catafumo built what is now the Ritz Towers, he promised that he would do a police station. But we have gone better than that. We are implementing our ambassador program, which I'm going to introduce later, and we are so proud of this crew that is going around our streets, cleaning up our streets and providing concierge services, but I'm going to talk about them later. What I'm here to talk about between the CRA and the city, in a month's time, in 60 days' time, between your redevelopment agency and your city, we will be embarking on the largest public improvement project ever undertaken in the city of Riviera Beach. Yeah. Over $50 million in public improvements. Now, my bosses tell me that, well, Tony, you haven't put a shovel in the ground. Well, I'm proud to say if you've been over to the marina, there's a shovel in the ground. Thank you. If you've been out west in our neighborhoods in Riviera Beach Heights, there's a shovel in the ground. Yes, sir. And not only in Riviera Beach Heights is there a shovel in the ground, the community was concerned that the highway that divided the community to get trucks to the port would create an unsafe environment for our children. Not only we're building a linear park and a community garden, but we are laying new sidewalks so that our kids can get to school safely without walking the streets of Riviera Beach Heights. We are very proud of that improvement. And then behind me, you can see, well, it's not in the ground yet, it's on top of the ground, but the orange building that is known as Max and Eddie's and the white building that was formerly Buddy's, it's coming down. And it's coming down so that we can connect the Ocean Mall, the economic energy that has so much driven the economics of Ocean Mall and has created a parking problem, that we are going to connect Ocean Mall to this property. And our first phase is to create a parking lot. And then after the parking lot, we're working with the developer that owns this site to build a parking garage where it is his intent to build a 100-room plus hotel. And so you will see that construction going in the next 5 years. So it gives me great pleasure to first introduce our mayor to give some opening remarks, and then after that would be the chair of our city council as well as our CRA. Mr. Mayor, would you like to say hello?
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Just briefly, I am very proud of the progress of the work that he has done, that he is doing, and will yet do. There's a shovel in the ground in the east. There's a shovel in the ground in the west, north, and south. We have a shovel in the ground, but more and above that, we got Tony Brown on the land. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the chair. Give the chair a big hand.
Hello, everybody. Here we are gathered again. Okay, isn't that great? This is another milestone for us, and it marks, this occasion marks progress. It is a signal of progress in this community and more to come. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave the rest to our district representative, Ms. Dawn Pardo.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you all so much for attending this wonderful event. 7 years ago, when I reached out to a lot of you and asked you to allow me to be your representative, I told you, I committed to you that we would get things moving here in Riviera Beach. My focus has always been on Singer Island and on redevelopment. In the past 7 years, we've been able to rebuild the Ocean Mall, and we always talked about these back parcels and trying to do something with it. We've had developers come through the city and take a look at the properties, but we could never get a commitment from anyone to buy the properties. So my colleagues and I sent Tony Brown and Chip Lubeck, where's Chip in the back, and we gave them, we gave them the checkbook, But we also gave them their marching orders, and we told them, try to negotiate fair prices and try to get these buildings under contract. I am happy to report 2 of the buildings are under contract. We will, start the demolition today, and the future, in the future, the plan is to build a parking facility over here and get, additional businesses in at the Ocean Mall. And hopefully, now that the government, the Riviera Beach CRA, has part of these properties, we hope that developers will now come in and partner with us to, complete everything back here. Good things are happening in Riviera Beach. Good things are happening on Singer Island. We, for the past too many years, the Singer Island residents have said that they wanted a new police substation. Prior to the new Ocean Mall going up, we had a police substation at the mall. And we have been, again, my colleagues and I gave Tony Brown orders and said, you need to find space for a police substation and a place to house our ambassadors. I'm happy to report that we are now under contract to put a police substation over here on East Blue Heron Boulevard at the iFix Center. It'll be great for all of us. We have always wanted to make sure that our residents and our visitors would be able to travel through our city in a very safe manner. So with the police substation, we're accomplishing that. With our ambassador program, we're accomplishing that. And as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, we now have cameras up and down the Blue Heron Boulevard. We have a camera on the north end of A1A. We are installing a camera on Park Avenue in a couple of weeks. There's a camera going there too, sir. And, well, there's a lot of derelict properties over here, and people will rent to just about anyone. It's all about a buck instead of, being part of the solution and renting to, the proper people. But, so we have our camera program throughout Singer Island, and we started it on the mainland of Riviera Beach, and the hope is in time the entire city will have cameras, additional police officers, and our ambassadors going around and providing security to everyone. So thank you all for attending today. This is a very, very exciting time for Riviera Beach. We told you many years ago that we would move forward with redevelopment. There are some of you out there who thought, yeah, we've heard it too many times. And now the city is under construction. So exciting times. I hope you are all satisfied with all of us, with my colleagues, and with our staff. Please know we are working very, very hard for all of you. All right, thank you.
We have several other council members and CRA commissioners present. Mr. Davis, would you like to say words or at least stand up and say hello? Okay, come on up. And then after Mr. Davis, I seen Mr. Guyton. Where's Mr. Guyton? Okay, you're after.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I just want to say something real briefly. I want to, first of all, thank you all for all coming out. Please give yourselves a round of applause for supporting the City of Riviera Beach CRA department. And especially, you got a chance right now. And I want to thank those that involved in the Clean and Safe program. This is all our new employees. Give them a round of applause. I truly like to encourage that you all get to know each and every one of our employees by our first and last name basis, because they're going to be our eyes and ears in the street, working with the residents, working with the businesses to make sure that you feel not just secure, but feel comfortable, understanding that we are one community, one family trying to do the right thing with our future development here in the city. And I just want to thank everyone for working together. Thank you.
Councilmember Bruce Guyton.
Hello. Good evening. I am elated to be here today. This is something that I, as a lifelong resident, I am very proud of, and it's long overdue. Um, we have council members who came before me or after me, because I served back in the early 90s too, and they have really mapped the way for development and economic growth. That being Vice Chair Ms. Pardo, the Chair Judy Davis, and I don't see Councilman Thomas. They really laid the foundation, and I'm fortunate to just come in now and just assist in getting to the end of the goal line that they've already mapped out for us. So I thank them, I am appreciative to them, and it's definitely an honor to serve with them. As most know, I'm pro-development, pro-business, I'm pro-economic development. And I also know how to stick to a script too. So I'm about to stick to my script because there's certain things that we want to make sure that we continue to do and let the public know that we're doing it. The work crews have been clearing the site for the new event center. The old Yachtsman Hotel is coming down soon. And the multi-million-dollar renovation of Bicentennial Park is starting next month. Progress is being made. The success of the Marina District, Ocean Mall, and the ongoing improvements along the Broadway corridor are literally changing the face of our city. Yeah. Yep, that's something to be proud of. We will attract visitors in higher numbers than ever before, and that will spark the kind of economic development that we will ensure a bright future for our city and kids. Thank you very much for being here, and we need your support throughout this project. Thank you.
District Council member from District 3, Cedric Thomas, could not be with us, but he is sending greetings by his assistant, Hope Genty. So, Hope.
Good afternoon. I'm Hope Genty, the legislative assistant for Councilman Thomas. Unfortunately, I'm going to get my paper because he requested that I read it. Due to a scheduling conflict, he's not able to join us today. However, he did send some words that he would like for me to share. It's an exciting time in Riviera Beach with marked progress happening in key areas such as Singer Island, Broadway, and the Marina District. This demolition is one of many in our mission to transform vacant and blighted properties around the city into vibrant spaces to make Riviera Beach the best place to live, work, learn, and play. Private investors are already taking note of positive improvements being made, so stay tuned for future announcements about new businesses coming to the area. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your support.
At the CRA, we are a small team. We're a team that has grown from 7 to 17, but we couldn't do our job without a significant support that we get from the city of Riviera Beach and their team of over 300. I see the city manager is in the back. Ms. Jones, I don't know if you want to speak or at least say hello or wave. But without the tremendous support of the city, Department of Community Development, Public Works, I could go on and on and on, but I want to thank Ms. Jones publicly for the support that she and her team gives our agency and our employees. Thank you very much. We have tremendous volunteer support, and one person in particular is the president of the Singer Island Civic Association. But before she became president of the Singer Island Civic Association, she was a member and a board member of the Riviera Beach Community Development Corporation. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Ann Reddy, who does double duty on the island and in the mainland. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony. Well, hey, it's so nice to see you all here. And, SICA, the Singer Island Civic Association, has been a group of volunteers since 1967. And you'll see our current cast of characters over here on the end. And they're guarding some water here, but we're happy to give it away. So please come help yourselves if you haven't gotten any. And they're happy to tell you about our free Singer Island newsletter that goes out every week and the other things that we're involved in. So stop by and talk to us. I'll tell you one of the most popular topics at our meetings that we have from November through April is what's going on at Ocean Mall. And it's especially popular when people come back after having been gone for the summer. So I am absolutely thrilled to be able to say three big things now that are going on with Ocean Mall. Right? We've paved the way to build parking and a walkway between these commercial areas. The ambassadors are up and running, and we've got a substation that we've been eagerly awaiting for a while now. So it's great news. Thanks for being here, and what a day, huh?
If anyone has ever been involved in economic development, you know that a market's perception is the key. And whether or not that market perception, it could be a brand like Boca Raton that is seen as a great place to do business, or it can be a negative brand like we've had to deal with in the city of Riviera Beach, dealing with the issue of safety and crime. We know that people's perception can be real. And I mentioned earlier about our partnership at the city, but one strong partnership that we have is with the Riviera Beach Police Department. We know that it's a combination of law enforcement and economic development that is going to change the fortunes of our city. And so representing the Riviera Beach Police Department is Major Freeman, who's been a great partner, and he's also a member of the CRA Advisory Committee. Mitchell, what'd I say? I'm sorry, Major Freeman. I'm sorry. Oh, you got hair, huh? and he'll kill me, too. I'm sorry. Major Leonard Mitchell.
How y'all doing today? Ms. Jones, Deputy City Manager Jones, and on behalf of Chief Clarence Williams and our executive staff who couldn't be here, let me just share one thing with you. Riviera Beach is a diamond in the rough. The diamond is about to be polished. And it's full what? Finish. And here's why. Over the past 16 years, we've reduced crime by 68% in this city. And if you take these past 7, we have reduced it at 48%. That is better than any city within our, what I like to call, our connectivity. And that's been through hard work. The Riviera Beach Police Department will continue those efforts through our technology policing, as well as our combating crime through the use of community partnerships and our great surveillance system that we put out throughout this system. We've added license plate readers. We've also added those that are fixed and not fixed. We've worked closely with the CRA to launch this program called Clean and Safe, which received an award in Jacksonville as one of the best in the state. These are things that we can rest our laurels on, but continue to go forward. These ambassadors will be an important defense in crime and building the perception that this community is not only safe, but it is changing its luster. We are going from a dim to a bright, shining light in Palm Beach County. We need everybody to get on board and be a part of this team. Team is something we call trust, energy, achievement, and motivation. If we trust each other, build energy, have achievement, and be motivated toward change, we will reach where we're going. Believe in Riviera Beach.
That's the type of rah-rah we get when we have our advisory committee meetings. Major Mitchell mentioned, I'm going to get a chance, I get the opportunity now to introduce the ambassador team. And even just before they hit the streets to be a welcoming force in our city, we were notified that we were the recipient on September 3rd by the State American Planning Association of their Award of Excellence in the Best Practice category. And I think I'd like to read what was in their program. Thank you. What was in their program, because we got recognized among some of the best cities and some of the best planning efforts throughout the state of Florida. And in their program booklet, this is what they said about your Clean and Safe program and the action plan. It said the Riviera Beach CRA Clean and Safe Action Plan provides innovative solutions for planning professionals who need to improve real and perceived safety as part of their efforts to transform places into walkable, healthy, and livable communities. It integrates detailed techniques to enhance the physical environment, all kinds of program elements, and strategic communications in ways that improve perceptions and realities related to safety. The plan is helping to accelerate reinvestment in Riviera Beach, and it has broad application wherever planners need to be intentional about safety, which should be everywhere. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce the ambassador team led by our leaders, Rod McLeod and Nehemiah Spence. You guys, and am I supposed to just say, come on through? What's my cue? Oh, announcement, they'll come through? Okay. Meet the Clean and Safe Ambassador team. John Banks, Riviera Beach. Woo! Larry Barbie, Jupiter. Jeffrey Brown, Riviera Beach. Sheila Carter, Palm Springs. Dina Clemens, Lake Worth. Javaris Jackson, Riviera Beach. Bernard Jones, Riviera Beach. Howard Kerr, Lake Park. Conrad Keller, Riviera Beach. And Cecilia Riley, Riviera Beach. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your Clean and Ambassador team.